play in the style of Jane Austen. So to get us started, we would like to get from you guys a trivial topic of conversation.
Weather.
Weather?
Control.
Portuguese water.
What was that? Something
Donuts.
Donuts. Did you say fruit control? Trivial. What was that?
Breakfast.
Dairy.
Hunting dogs. Okay, great. Let's take it. There's so many good ones. We'll go with hunting dogs. Thanks.
I can't believe that you've let Cicely bring in the hunting dog from outside. It's as if we are a stable.
King is a Portuguese water dog. It's a noble breed. In fact, I'm going to hunt with him exclusively for the rest of the weekend. Come here, King.
If someone were to come in and see us with our dog roaming around in our sitting room, oh, we would be shamed.
They would think that we had the good breeding to have a good breed ourselves to hunt. That's not King. You know, if you spent more time thinking about getting a husband and less time worrying about my dogs, you wouldn't be so upset all the time. You'd have your husband's dogs to worry about, not mine.
You know, Lydia isn't interested in those sort of things, are you, Lydia? Perhaps I'm wrong. It's the very fact that we have dogs in our living room that I will never have a suitor and I will die in old age.
Doesn't understand. You won't have a suitor unless she does have a hunting dog in the house. Nothing a man likes better than seeing a woman surrounded by a fine animal with a good nose.
I should like to have dogs all about the house for all my life.
What about you, Minerva? What are your prospects for a husband? You know, if you do not marry, you will become destitute and beg by the side of the road. Miserable penury and disgrace to your family. Have you thought about that?
Not until this moment I have. But, Father, I'm still only 16.
Well, your mother and I were married when she was only 17.
And then I've got one more year to roll about the living room with the dogs. Please, Father.
Rolling about with the dogs is not the way that you're going to prepare yourself to be beautifully deported, well-spoken. You will simply be able to sniff out a fox and chase it down. It's not what a man looks for in a wife. What he looks for in a dog.
Yes, Father. But, well, I'm not a great beauty like Lydia. She's the one that has all of the rosy cheeks and rosebud lips. Everyone says so.
Minerva! Oh, Father, I hadn't expected to find you here as well.
Hello, Cornelia. Yes, come in, please.
Minerva,
Yes, Cornelia.
I've just found a puppy.
Inside voice.
I knew you would be excited. Father, please.
What sort of puppy is it? Is it a retriever? Is it a spaniel?
Well, don't be disappointed. But it's quite a bit smaller than either of those.
I am not hearing a clear identification of the breed. You know that I have trained all of you girls to be able to spot exactly what kind of dog it is on
All
first
right,
impression.
Father, it is a dachshund.
Are we hunting rats in Derbyshire now?
Well, I suppose it doesn't have to hunt anything, does it?
No, Father.
Doesn't have to hunt anything? What sort of speech is that, Cornelia? Now tell me the 3 principles for dog ownership.
Father, number 1. Don't you know we know these already? Yes, number 1.
Yes.
Dog ownership rules.
Yes?
The dog must always protect the family. Number 2. Dogs must always be big enough to jump on a tree.
You'll never get a fox down from a tree unless your dog can jump on the tree itself and shake the foxes. King himself has shaken 6 foxes to the ground with his front paws alone. Number 3.
Number 3. Dogs must always create a better world.
Protection,
Connections.
size, and an altruistic view of society. Yes?
Perhaps we should add one more.
I am impressed. Yes, Cornelia. What is the 4th rule of
For
dog
the
ownership?
sake of someone like Minerva, who loves animals just simply for what they are,
Yes?
perhaps an animal's love should come into play. An animal's spirit.
Love. The most important rule of all. Now I ask you to take a leap of faith and apply the 4 rules of dog ownership to what to look for in a man. Now quickly, see if you can find one. Oh, by the way. Lord Bateman is coming by this afternoon to call. I want you girls on your best behavior. Not only are his hounds far superior to mine, his lands extend through the finest fox-hunting provenance and all of Derbyshire.
But Cornelia danced with him 3 times last summer. 3!
Minerva.
Yes, 3. Not the usual 2. No, 3.
It was nothing, Father. It was nothing. He merely asked me to dance 3 times, and I said yes.
She said yes.
Let me ask you this, Minerva. Is finger-pointing spitefully an attractive quality in a young lady? So
She
when
meant no harm, Father. I know she didn't.
all the more reason for it to be attended to.
Yes, Papa.
Those little slights that we commit without meaning to are perhaps more injurious than the ones that we do intentionally.
I'm in very big trouble then.
Lord Bateman, I don't understand why you play for the country so much. I don't like it at all. It smells awfully. Look at all the cows. There's no control of their birthing anywhere to be seen.
Robert, you must fill your nostrils with the country air. Come, let us pick our pace up a bit. Oh, come, let us let the horses drink.
What do you find so alluring about the country?
Well, I was born here, you know.
Yes,
I was born in a field, actually.
I wouldn't share that in polite society.
It is common knowledge. Come, look around you. Look up to the clouds, Robert.
Yes, they are the same clouds I see in London.
Oh, but quite different, actually. But in the country, they are ever-changing. They are like life itself. Look. Now look away. Now look again. You see they're slightly different.
They are still the same clouds,
Only different. What a miracle it is.
my friend, you have the soul of a poet. You see beauty in things that I find quite plain. Quite plain indeed.
Oh, Robert, your sadness. I do see it, and I do feel it as well, and I wish you nothing more than for it to be lifted from you.
My friend, I had hoped you wouldn't refer to my sadness.
We are best friends. We are best friends. We have been best friends since we were young children.
Yes, and since we are, I chose not to burden you with my sadness. My sadness is my own burden. I have a particular basket I keep it in, and it's mine alone.
But since we are best friends, know that from time to time, though you may not realize it, I reach over and help you with your sadness basket. That is what friends do.
Yes, and I appreciate it.
Have a pomegranate with me.
No, Shotzi! Oh, Shot, come here! Come!
Look, there.
One of the green girls, is it not?
Yes. Hello! I say hello up here! Yes! We are too far from here.
Yes, obviously.
Quickly, we must come to order.
Yes.
Robert Altman. I do believe it is Minerva.
Yes.
Minerva Green.
Miss Minerva Green. Mr. Altman.
Miss Green, I believe we met at the assemblies last summer. Briefly. I was introduced. Lord Bateman danced with your sister, did he not?
Yes, he did.
Yes.
The appropriate number of times.
What?
Excuse me.
Excuse me?
Excuse me.
What is the appropriate number of times? I'm unfamiliar with this country rule that there is a number of dances that one may have.
Oh, well, I'm told in Bath, a lady's dance card should be filled with a gentleman's request for dancers twice, but we find that 3 times is the appropriate number of times here.
Oh.
Yes, it is the country way.
It is the country way.
I'm educated, thank you. Would you care for a pomegranate? I chose to give it away at this moment as I'm being stained.
Please allow me to walk it to you. There you are.
Thank you. Thank you. My dog has run off.
Oh.
Her name is Shotzi.
Oh.
I am a great keeper of dogs, as you know, and hounds.
She's big for her size.
That is the largest dachshund I've ever seen.
Very long of legs.
She is.
Obviously an Austrian dachshund.
Yes. She is an Austrian dachshund. Do you know that most people would not know that?
Well, I spent some time in the Alps. Yes, where they've trained these dachshunds to rescue people.
She's quite lovely.
She is, and she's large for her size because it is important. Size is important in a dog, don't you find?
Depending on what the dog is used for, of course.
Yes.
And in a dachshund, the bigger the better.
Yes.
Especially for rescuing.
I believe we are.
My sisters will be wondering where I've got to since I just ran to get Shotzi, and as we are unchaperoned.
Oh, yes, of course, yes. Well, we shall return up the hill then.
Oh, please, I should return to my house. Please, I would not wish you to change any of your plans on my account.
Well, his lordship is due at your home later today, is he not?
Yes.
Do tell your father that I will be along straight away with my good friend Robert.
Yes, Mr. Altman.
Yes, of the Greenwich Altman.
Thank you, and thank you so much for the pomegranate.
Yes, well, it was staining me, as I said, so...
And it shall not stain me.
Yes, I hope you find some utility in it.
I shall. Come, Shotzi, come.
Do not argue with me. It is the perfect solution. I shall become a nun.
Lydia, why would you become a nun?
Well, if there are no suitors, then I must find another path, and I shall choose the path of our Lord.
I simply cannot see you becoming a nun. Well, have you ever met a nun who likes to pinch her cheeks to make them red? And who likes to fix her hair in the morning?
You do not know what nuns do behind closed doors.
Well, perhaps you can fill me in.
I will, when I become a nun. And meanwhile, we shall make sure that you are married.
Lydia, what's the rush?
and sets about trying to become so, done.
Well, I just feel as though everyone's talking about it lately. Father yammers on and on about it.
Because Father's always found you his favorite, and you are the one with the best possibilities.
I'm not Father's favorite.
Oh, yes, you are.
Why
It's
did
true.
you say that?
Because every night at dinner, when Father comes around and kisses us on the head, he kisses myself, he kisses Minerva, and then he lingers atop your head as if unwrapping a Christmas present.
Lydia, don't you understand? It's merely because I'm the eldest, and merely because I look the most like Mother.
Which makes you the most beautiful.
No, that isn't what I'm saying. That's not it.
Are you saying that Mother was not beautiful?
Mother was very beautiful, but Father has no favorites.
But Father has put all his hopes on you.
I know. I will not let him down. I will not let our family down.
But what about yourself? You don't wish to let yourself down, do you?
Well, I know I will know what is right when I know it. Does that make any sense?
No.
Do you know sometimes when you're reading a book and you see a sentence and it's a bit confusing, so you read it again?
Yes. And you're still confused.
Well, not always. Sometimes when you read it again, it suddenly makes sense and a light goes off in your head.
Is there a certain sentence that you have been rereading lately?
No.
Oh, I think there is.
Stop.
Oh, I know there is. For whenever you go like this, it means you're trying to keep a thought inside your head and let it not come out of your mouth.
Hello! Anyone in the house? Oh, forgive me, I found this large dog. Lodged in the tree.
Maybe he's one of ours, sir.
Let's put him down.
Never seen a dog in a tree before. There it was. Leg broken. Whimpering. Tears streaming from its eyes.
Lydia, it's Chippy.
Quickly, I need a rag, hot water, and a bucket. Put the hot water inside of it.
Cornelia agreed.
Forgive me. Richard Crawford.
Pleasure.
Cornelia, hold its tail. I know it's involved, but within the tail, the balance and the alignment of the dog resides. If it wags too greatly, it could cause the illness to spread.
Are you an animal doctor?
I've spent much time with dogs. As a young boy, I had many dogs. Never mind that now. Quickly, bring the pen.
Well, thank you.
This is my sister Lydia.
Hello. And who are you?
Richard Crawford.
How did no one see you come in?
No, the door was open and no man could greet me.
Oh, if Father finds out that he's here.
Well, Chippy, I looked in his favorite tree and he's not there. Who are you, son?
Richard Crawford. I was riding by and I saw this dog lodged within a branch. Its leg twisted here. See? I've wrapped it in wet bandage.
Seems to know how to treat him, Father.
What is the angle of the tail?
It's held at a 45 degree.
Should keep the spies alive until we can see
And I'll need to just hold his tail.
Dear sir, I implore you, allow me to stay with this dog until it heals.
Are you a dog man, sir?
I am, sir. I've spent much time with dogs.
In what capacity? Are you a hunter, a physician, breeder, a trainer?
A lover of dogs.
Not to put too fine a point on that, but could you be a little more specific?
Yes. My father was a great hunter, had many many dogs, and I, as a child, was raised by them. Richard Crawford.
Richard Crawford, the dog boy of Kent. You are legendary.
We would go to bed with stories of your antics dancing in our heads.
Mere tales, I assure you.
They have been corroborated.
The dog boy is here!
You may stay, sir. We'll arrange a room. Peter!
Of Kent? Yes,
Is it true that you once rode a dog for 17 miles?
Yes, I was lost in the woods. I was a young boy then, and all I had at my disposal were my 2 fingers to whistle. And I blew, and along came a large dog, large enough for me to mount. And it guided me home.
What had happened to your other fingers?
Let us make sure that Chippy is cared for. Peter, let's arrange the room and make sure that there is plenty of space for Chippy to convalesce in Mr. Cross's room.
Very good, sir. Sir, Lord Bateman's carriage is approaching.
Ah, thank you, Peter. Peter, will you help Mr. Crawford carry Chippy to the room?
Of course.
Good, sir. Just grab the tail and hold it so. I'll do the rest.
This way, please.
Oh.
Do you think Chippy would like some pomegranate?
Mr. Crawford, do you think that's a good idea?
Trust me, I have my way. Come. It's okay. Oh, it's okay, Chippy.
I'm going to see if he wants some pomegranate. Chippy!
He's the most remarkable man. Legend is breathtaking.
It's incredible. I always thought he was merely the stuff of myth.
Oh no. Some myths, like Robin Hood, are grounded in truth. Like the dog boy of Kent. Your Lordship. You know Mr. Aldrin?
Pleasure, sir. Mr. Green.
Well, if you don't mind me saying, there's a large amount of dog hair there on the chair.
We saw your man carrying a dog, along with, I believe, the dog boy of Kent.
My house is most fortunate at this moment, for if anyone can care for wounded Chippy, it is Mr. Crawford.
Yes, the dog boy of Kent.
Yes.
I would ask your lordship to arrange a hunt as soon as possible. The dog boy under my roof, I wish to take to the hounds and learn from his expertise.
Yes, consider it done.
Surely the dog will not recuperate in time for the hunt.
Well, there are plenty of other dogs. His lordship is a fantastic pack.
Yes,
Led by a Weimaraner.
yes. I will use my Weimaraner and something like
Of course.
And you, sir, did you bring your dogs with you?
No, I have no dog.
Shame.
I don't believe in dogs.
No. Terrible shame. Why on earth would you choose to distance yourself from the most noble breed of animal imaginable?
My sister was attacked by a pack of dogs and has not quite yet recovered.
What did she do to provoke them? That's the question.
Sir, she did nothing to provoke them. She was 17 years old at the time, and they attacked her because she was wearing a lavender scent, which they mistook for that of a fox.
Well, that should settle it. End of discussion.
Yes, very well.
She will be joining us here shortly. We have invited her as well. I hope you don't mind, Mr. Green.
No, no, you know your lordship is always welcome in my house. You've been a fine friend to me over the years.
As you have to me.
Mr. Green,
Ah, my daughter Lydia. The dogs there.
Well done, well done.
And I will
I was about
forgive me.
Why is Minerva crying?
I called her Lydia again.
Call him.
Yes.
I'm covered in dirt from helping Chippy.
Mr. Altman, may I present my daughter, Miss Green?
Miss Green.
Please excuse my appearance. One of our dogs has fallen ill and I was helping the dog boy of Kent.
Here, then he has arrived.
Clean yourself up and join us in the parlour. We are entertaining two exceptional gentlemen.
Yes, it appears as though we are.
I will hope that you will play the pianoforte, lady.
Do you play, Miss Green?
Oh, she does. At quite a speed.
Thank you, Lord Smith. Yes, Mr. Altman, I have been practicing quite a bit. This is Lydia!
I told you you were the favorite. He never mixes up your name.
I don't have a favourite. I love you all equally, especially you.
Excuse me, I'll go clean myself up.
Yes, thank you, Courtney.
On my return, I will be happy to play the pianoforte.
We look forward to it, Miss Green.
With great anticipation.
Mr. Green, as I was about to say, which I did not want to say in the company of your daughters, my sister, who will arrive shortly, Angela, being traumatized by being attacked by dogs, she's quite a kind soul, but occasionally quiet for stretches of time that seem rude, and yet sometimes quite vivacious for stretches of time that would seem rude. And yet, she has a good heart. I would ask you not to press her to like your dogs too much.
No, I will keep the dogs outside while she visits. I would not wish to revisit any trauma on anyone.
Thank you. On behalf of the Altmans, I thank you for your kindness.
Are you from the Greenwich Hall?
I am.
You're very beautiful.
You are quite kind and accurate in saying so.
You've been admiring our portraits. This one is of our mother.
She's quite beautiful. I feel a likeness to her.
Yes. There is something in the eyes that is similar. Maybe that's why I can't take my eyes off of you. I'm sorry for staring.
Do you not think it rude that I have been in this room alone by myself, looking at a portrait that I believe resembles me? Sometimes my brother feels that I'm rude.
Rude? Oh, I can't imagine that you could ever be rude.
I am sometimes rude and sometimes quiet.
But is being quiet, being rude, are they one and the same?
If I were to stop speaking right now and let you suffer the silence and the full weight of it, would that be rude?
I don't know.
Hey, look how Chippy.
Chippy!
Don't fall up there on the ship. Back to good health. Chippy?
No.
Chippy?
Miss Altman, he really is a Well, if it isn't the dog boy of Kent.
Yes, we are very honored to have him staying with us.
You're familiar with him?
We know each other.
Yes, we know each other.
I know we know each other. I was affirming it.
Affirming your affirmation.
Well, now we all know.
Oh, and do we all know what we know, dear dog boy of Kent?
If they don't know, they will know.
And will they know this evening, perhaps, or must I chase you through every country town?
Why don't you say it?
When is the date?
The date?
May we have a moment alone? Yes, of course. Come, sisters.
Is this a new game?
Thought you were affirming the affirmation.
The affirmation of knowing each other.
We have known each other a long time.
Yes, we have.
And we are promised to each other.
We were.
And your hand is cold under my touch.
Yes, it is.
But you are promised to me and can do nothing about it, dear dog boy of Kent.
I have been promised to you for a long time.
Yes.
I thought long enough that the promise could fade away.
A promise can never fade, but only grow in anticipation.
It will never work, Miss Altman. A man who loves dogs so much, and a woman who fears them. Never the two shall meet.
And yet I have a pectorial contract. A contract of paper, written, signed, stamped, approved.
Why did I sign that?
Your family and my family have an agreement.
Somehow my father tricked me into signing that piece of paper. If I only knew what it actually said.
Hello! May I freshen up in a room other than this?
Yes, let me show you to your room. I'm sure you'll find it quite comfortable. Except don't.
What a lovely story. Yes. I never tire of hearing you tell it. She was a lovely woman.
Thank you, your lordship. I have a question for you.
Certainly, anything.
I know this may seem awkward, coming from a friend, and yet, do any of my daughters interest you romantically?
While all of them are interesting.
I know they are quite young.
Yes. But I must say there is one that does stand out.
We may speak plainly, maybe not, sir.
Mary. I find Cornelia so dear, so nimble of spirit, that she is indeed like a cloud. And you know my love of clouds?
Many is the hour.
Many is the hour. Not long ago, when I danced with her, not once, not twice, but 3 times.
I remember well. My heart leapt at the possibility that you two might find in one another an agreeable nature that would service you your entire lives.
I believe that I have found such a serviceable nature, and look forward to the day that we may share a pictorial contract.
You make me so happy at this moment. You know that my consent is yours if you ask it, and yet I would not give it without her consent being a prerequisite.
Of course, John, I would not ever ask you to do anything less. I'm the happiest man alive.
Well, it is an appropriate time for some pianoforte.
I think it would be the perfect time to sit piano for.
May I adjust your chair in the position so that you may play it?
Please. Thank you, Lord.
Right.
And where
Mr. Alfred?
I was procuring a bottle of brandy as a thank you gift for your father's hospitality.
Ah, well, a bottle of brandy is as welcome as a tight-fitting glove on a cold day. Bring it in.
Miss Green, are you going to play for us?
Yes, I suppose I will.
Oh, good. That is much finer than any bottle of brandy that I could ever procure.
I just hope you feel the same way after I'm finished playing. I am no expert by any means.
Peter, will you get some glasses for us?
He's moving one of your dogs, I
believe you are an expert. Robin, come quickly. She's about to play.
I will fetch him, sir. Once he starts admiring the gun collection, it takes hours sometimes.
I fear the waiting has made the expectations for my playing far too high.
No, of course not. The cloud concerto.
The cloud concerto? It's quite a difficult piece for me.
It has special meaning.
She does play fast.
No, yes.
Seemingly without at the parchment.
She learned blindfolded.
Mama, would you like to sing it with me?
Please, John, we insist.
My spectacles are in my other character.
Here,
Mama,
he's
you
mine.
know words.
As I remember, we share the exact same prescription.
Hey, louder, friend. Wafting high above the trees, high above the trees. High above the trees, they're holding very high. One is too lonely, this one is gratis and the other.
That was some. I must say, Miss Green, that was some exceptional pianoforte.
Yes, Miss Green. You have the most nimble hands.
Oh, the angel of silence has passed over our path.
Perhaps we should show our visitors the lovely garden topiary.
Perhaps I should.
Yes. Perhaps we should all go out and see the topiary.
Angela enjoys a good topiary, do you not?
Oh yes, I'm most amused by topiary.
Yes.
A topiary doesn't cause you to freeze, does it?
Freeze.
No. That was a bad joke I've made.
No, it wasn't. It was delightful.
Does a topiary have teeth? Does a topiary rip at your flesh? Does a topiary breathe down your neck and send your hair reeling?
Does a topiary have a soul? Does a topiary have a brain?
Does a topiary
talking about a different kind of token.
Thank you very much. We're going to take a 10-minute intermission.